Whoa, what was that? Hi guys and welcome back to Frame Nature. I made this ecosphere over a month ago now, and just yesterday I found something really cool inside of it, so I have to show you all what it is. Make sure that you keep watching till the end of the video so you can find out what it is that's living inside this ecosphere. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment in the comment section down below, as well as subscribing to the channel so that you can keep up to date with all the new videos to come in the future. I've also got an Instagram account, so go ahead and follow me on there at Let's Frame Nature. Now let's have a closer look at what's inside this ecosphere. You won't believe what I've found. So I actually had no idea what I'm about to show you is inside the ecosphere. I was just trying to record some footage of the small Daphnia and other insects that are inside there, and all of a sudden I saw it. At first I thought it was a fish. It's quite long and skinny and has big eyes, so immediately my first reaction was, is that a fish? But I quickly spun around the ecosphere to get a better look at what it was. And it wasn't just one, there was two. I made a post on my community tab on YouTube asking if anybody could guess what it might be, and one person got it right. So a massive well done to Squazoo, who actually guessed correctly that there's a newt inside my ecosphere, but not just one newt, there's two. It seems that one of them is a little bit bigger than the other, so maybe that one is a little bit older as well. I can only assume that they've survived by eating the small insects like Daphnia, and maybe even eating on the algae as well. I'm not too sure what they eat. But what I can say is that on day one when this ecosphere was created, they were nowhere to be seen, so they've completely grown up inside this ecosphere. I think they maybe started off as eggs, and now they've grown into what we can see today. Which I think is absolutely amazing. It shows that life can be supported inside of a jar. And just look how cute they are. Newts are one of my favourite animals. I can remember when I was younger catching lots of newts. So I'm really happy that now there's a pond in my garden, there's lots of newts in there as well. It's great to have so much wildlife in our back garden. This is the only footage I managed to get of them moving. They seem to sit still an awful lot, but in this clip you can really see its little legs moving around. I'm also really impressed with how well the plant is doing. As you can see here, the roots have made it all the way down and started growing into the substrate, which is just fantastic. You can clearly see how much this plant has grown just in the small time that it's been in the ecosphere. Now unfortunately, I think that the discovery of these newts means that this ecosphere has to come to an end. There's no way that I can keep two newts inside of a jar forever. It's simply unfair to keep them there. Newts grow quite large. If you take a look at this picture of a newt, they actually grow to about 4 inches long. So it'd be really inappropriate to try and keep them inside this jar. I'm sure that if they were in here for much longer, they wouldn't survive anyway. So the best thing to do, I think, is to release them back into the pond. At the moment, the plants seem to be giving them enough oxygen, and there seems to be enough food source in there for them to continue eating and growing, but I'm sure that won't last for very long. So let's take the lid off and get them back in the pond. Fortunately, I don't have far to travel to release them back into nature. It's just outside my back door. We've got this very large pond which I built 5 years ago. It's looking fantastic. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like a video all about this pond. What I did was I lowered the jar into the pond water and left it there for about an hour, just to let the water levels reach the same temperature. I'm sure the water in the jar, with it being inside, was warmer than the pond water, and I didn't want to put the newts into shock by throwing them straight into the water. So I let the temperature of the water become equal by leaving the jar in the water for about an hour, and then after that hour I then submerged the jar entirely underwater to allow any creatures to make their own way out of the jar. So that's all for this ecosphere. It only lasted about 1 month, but I think this was a really successful ecosphere. this ecosphere managed to house 2 newts, which I think is absolutely fascinating. But that means we've got another empty jar, so we can make another ecosphere. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for a new ecosphere video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at Let's Frame Nature, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers guys.